All right. You know who I am, but you don't know why I'm here. Okay. After a long day of work and just chilling out, and, you know, well, I wasn't chilling out, I was working, and now I'm chilling out. Let's be clear about that. What I'm doing in here is I'm documenting some of my just thoughts of what a music man does. So I call this Diary of a Music Madman. And why do I call it that? Well, because music makes me crazy. It makes a lot of people crazy. And I go through different stages of my life where, music may be the most important thing, but I can't actually play it because I'm busy and life gets in the way, right? So I find myself in my advanced years, I go around and I try to learn some techniques that I wish I had learned when I was younger and wish I could still do. So it's like I'm always constantly evolving, either learning new things or kind of reinventing old things. So today is just me kind of just introducing myself. I'm James. I also am the proprietor of JC James Games over here on YouTube. And today I was thinking, I got free time. So what am I going to do? What am I going to do to make the most of my music time? So I document a lot of videos and I practice things that I'm not used to doing and I broadcast them. Not trying to be perfect. A lot of the YouTubers that you see and the teachers you see online, they're showing you their best, and that's great because it shows their talents off. But what it doesn't show is it doesn't show the hard work it takes to get there. So a lot of times I put myself in positions to learn something I've never played before, learn a song I've never played before, and just kind of document how it took to get from point A to point B. So today, what I want to focus on, and I'm going to actually put this on a separate video because nobody wants to see that at this point because I'm still thinking what I want to do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to practice my solo acoustic gigging material. I'm working on developing a performance. I spent most of my years as a band player and playing in bands and playing rock and roll and metal and stuff like that. But you always have to rely on three or four other people. And on the solo gig, you get to rely on yourself. You get to pick what you want to do, and you kind of be the facilitator of your own way, right? So I want to spend some of my free time tonight going over my set list. I use Ultimate Guitar. Um, I use that app. I think it's a great app. Pay for the year membership, and there's a lot of cool things on that app. I'm not sponsored by Ultimate Guitar, but it's definitely one of those apps that I find is really helpful. You look up a song. There's different versions to play. You can transpose it if it's not in a key that you can sing in, which I'm discovering where my limitations are in my voice. And then what I think. I just think that I've built a set list and I have all these songs. And what I kind of do is how my practice goes for this particular thing is I just go through and I start to see what songs flow together. I have it in alphabetical order, but I might hit the playlist on random and just kind of, hey, I got to play whatever song's on my list. And that helps me learn the song. It also helps me kind of act as if I was learning something on the spot. What if you have a song and you have a set list of like 10 songs that you're going to play and you know what you're going to play, and then somebody throws in a request. Well, if you've got requests on the back burner, it'd be nice to be able to say, hey, I'm going to play that song right now and be able to do it. So, maybe you pop it up and you use your app for, some sort of guidance. I remember the old days when people used to just be able to play their songs and just they had no cheat sheets or nothing. It's like, hey, I play and I'm going to play these songs. But it does seem different nowadays. It seems like a lot more people are playing, maybe a lot more people that don't, that do it for fun, but somehow they're turning it into careers. And it's all good. It's all good. Music is music. And if you get to express it, I am trying to take advantage of these new tools that we have available to us. So I'm trying to kind of quick start my career in that way. But then you have other things that I like to work on. I like to work on my technique. I like to work on special picking techniques and learning how to increase my intensity, my speed, dynamics, my ability to hear the notes coming. Be more creative improvisationally. So that's kind of where I'm at, and that's what this channel is going to be about. I'm eventually going to kind of turn that into something, and it's a diary, right? I think if you're a musician, I think it's a really good idea to have a diary, something that you can say, hey, I learned this today, or I'm playing at this tempo today. How am I doing in 2 weeks from now? Have you increased? This way you can kind of see what progress you're making. I also do this with my students. If they come across as something during practice, when they're practicing in between lessons, they can be like, "Oh, I had a challenge on this." When I go back to the lesson, I go, "Hey, did you guys have any problem? Yeah, last week you showed me this. I'm trying to play this, but I'm not doing it right." Well, then I could go back and we can work on that. These are all techniques that will help you improve, just to be a better you. And the way I look at it is, people go in phases and they can play certain things at some points in their life, and then it gets more challenging. And don't be afraid to just keep doing it. If I stopped playing every time I wasn't good at playing something, I would have stopped a long time ago. But I know how to rise to the occasion. I think maybe paying attention to what I'm saying here will help you get your own ways to do that. Or maybe you just want to check out these videos, and maybe you'll say, hey, you know what, he's showed me something that I didn't know before. Anyway, you'll get to see all the mistakes, you'll get to see the progresses, you'll get to see that if you happen to view any of these channels. If you see any of the channels that I already have, or any of the other videos I already have, I mean, it literally is a document. I'm sitting here, I learned a technique, I wanted to play something, and I'm playing it, and you see me make mistakes, you see me probably curse at some points. You probably see me develop as you're going along. But during it, when you document yourself on a video, you can watch back in the video, and you can listen with objective ears and say, "Ooh, I was doing it wrong the whole time." Now, next time you play, you're not going to do it wrong. So just things to think about. Again, my name is James, and this isn't really for anybody else than me, but I figure people stumble across things all the time, and they might want to know, what the heck is this about? This is about me playing my music and wanting to get better, and wanting to get as good as I used to be and better than I ever was. So thanks for checking this out. If you have actually checked it out, please hit the like button. Or a comment. You don't have to like it. If you don't like it, I get it. I mean, don't think I'm saying anything that you don't have to like. But if you like it, like it. But if not, if you have any ideas or you have any comments or whatever like that, be sure to give me a comment. All right. Cool. And then, during this time, I'll pass you on to guys that are definitely better than me, and definitely people that I follow. And, maybe I can help you sort out the really good music teachers that are on here versus, I don't know, things that might be more dedicated or designed for your learning. There's great players on here, but not every great player is a great teacher. Okay. And I am not saying anybody in particular. I'm just saying some guys have 1 million followers, and it's just like, they're awesome and they play great, but maybe it's not going to help you get to where you need to. Maybe you need lessons before you get to his page. That's what I'm saying. All right. So anyway, thanks for checking it out. Leave some sort of feedback if you like. You can say, hey, your background is boring, or I see your orange sneakers back there, whatever. But anyway, I'm going to practice, and I'm going to probably put a couple of videos of what I was doing for me. But then again, if you want to check it out. So today is practice. I'm splitting it up into 2 parts. I'm splitting it up into set list stuff, where I'm going to be singing. Maybe I'm going to be playing my looper pedal and my acoustic board here. And then I'm going to put in the old rock tracks, I think, probably improv. And then I'm going to work on actually techniques and document what I did from point A to point B. All right, I've rambled long enough. Thanks for checking this out. Bye-bye now.